In response to what the University of Guyana newly appointed Vice-Chancellor Dr. Paloma Mohammed Martin dubbed as a learning curve for educators around the world, she announced in an interview with this newscast that discussions are in place to have online learning be permanently implemented in the country's premier tertiary education curriculum. However, only for selected programs.
We also are considering at this point, and this is not a policy, so it's just a consideration, a system of blended teaching for some programs. So where a student could actually decide that I want to do this online, the same course, or I want to come physically to Turkine, because we have students all across the country.
Since March 16, all educational institutions were ordered closed in an effort to promote physical distancing to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Following a brief one-month suspension of classes to facilitate the delivery of all courses, online platforms were used to allow students to engage and learn using the online remote delivery mode. During this time, all forms of assessment, quizzes, coursework, final exams were also facilitated online. Moreover, according to Dr. Mohammed Martin, upon the reopening of the physical campus, which is projected to be in October, plans are in place to have a 24-hour turnaround COVID-19 testing mechanism in place for students.
We're also working to modify some of our genetic sequencing equipment in the university to do testing that will turn around 24-hour testing for our students and staff if they have to come back to campus. So we will be continuously testing our staff and students at a very quick rate, so that if we find somebody who might be positive and might be a risk to themselves and to others, we would be able to tell them and to keep them online, but not in the general population.
Additionally, the Vice-Chancellor explained that in response to the pandemic, counseling and care packages are available for staff and students. There is also an adaptive curriculum with new examination policies, more protective measures, and plans for equipment for underprivileged students to be made readily available. Moreover, the institution is working with other universities around the globe to ensure that UG can bring itself back to normalcy in the next few months using their cutting-edge knowledge, expertise, and technologies, the Vice-Chancellor stated. Noting that the university supplies 80% of the tertiary level working population in the country, the VC noted that works are in place to have more and more programs accredited at the institution. With this move, she stated that the profile of the institution is going to be raised and internationally recognized, making UG's degree recognized globally. This, she said, cannot be achieved without strenuous efforts by both the students and staff.
What it's going to mean for those students is that the level of everything that they need is going to have to be in that program, because you don't get accreditation if your labs are not okay, if your physical surroundings are not okay, if you don't have the best teachers, if your library is not in place, if the students' feedback about their experience is not good. So there are 100 and something different things that will have to be fixed. But what it's going to mean is that that degree is going to be recognized anywhere in the world. It's going to be huge portability. The value of it is going to go up, and it's going to really put our graduates in a really highly competitive position in about a year or two.
For the HGP Nightly News, Amel Griffith.